of learning and friendship began. While the adventure has seemed to sweep by quickly, when I look back at each year, I recognize the hardships faced during those times, and it makes me happy to see where I am today. In a few months, I begin my freshman year, which is slightly terrifying. During elementary school, there wasn't much importance or group labeling as there is today. Everyone got along because almost everyone was the exact same, young, foolish, and careless. Regardless of those past times, friendships have began forming into tight groups. Some would part with his or more athletic friends, but another would go with those who shared their knowledge level. But there are always a select few that were not labeled, but were friends out of enjoyment. Near the end of elementary school, something else was becoming more noticeable. This thing became more and more defined through our middle school journey, and it has a few names, but is most called talent. In 4th grade, we had a chance to learn how to play in an orchestra. I, like many others, jumped to the chance to play in 5th grade. However, some dropped out for band, or simply because they didn't enjoy the music they created. 5th grade offered more classes and opportunities, and many took those chances given. Talents began to really show because of the windows open. The skill level only became more defined each year. In 7th grade, we were given laptops. I discovered how to use iMovie and began manipulating videos to music to create something pretty cool. Even though the first project scored pretty low, I was very pleased with how the video itself looked. After that, I began practicing whenever I felt like it. In our younger days, we had outrageous dreams. Slowly, those began to morph into something different. Many of us changed from wanting to be president to becoming an engineer, or from wanting to be an astronaut to becoming an accountant. Many views changed from wanting to be, my views changed from wanting to be a beekeeper to becoming a teacher or an author. I'm not just pleased with this journey because of what I got. I'm happy to have met amazing teachers who gave so much to help us learn. Without their sacrifices, we would still not know how to solve for x or what 8 multiplied by 7 was. Even though I can still forget both of those, I at least know what they are. Regardless of the pain and difficulties school brought, I am proud to say that it was worth it. I have been given the chances to get a dream, develop talents in a few things, and I am grateful. Even though I could have found these things alone, I'm certain that it would have been harder without school to push me along the way.
Looking back on the 8th grade year, I can see all the changes that came and the accomplishments that were made. To me, I was still the new kid, still trying to fit in, but at the same time I wasn't. All my classmates and I have changed and matured so much over this past year together. Coming into 8th grade, I didn't know what to expect. I came to Smoky Valley in 7th grade. On my first day, I was scared and got confused trying to find my way around the school. When I was supposed to be in Mr. Meyer's class, I would most likely be in Mr. Flax's. Before I knew it, I had a bunch of people to help me out throughout the day. Entering 8th grade, I felt excited to be coming back. This place helped me come out of the shell I was living in. The struggles we faced in 8th grade were so different than the ones we faced in 7th, but we overcame them, being better than we started. I remember at the beginning of the year, we were so different than we are today. The struggles are bigger and harder than they were a year ago. Smoky Valley is so different than any other place that I've lived. The school and people are welcoming. I can only speak for myself when I say the teachers here are some of the greatest teachers that I have ever been taught by. They not only teach us about the subject they teach, but about life as well. Thanks to them, I can go to high school next year without having to be afraid I won't know what's going on. I can speak from experience when I say being the new kid is hard. I've been the new kid a couple of times in my life. I was given a chance to reinvent myself these past couple of years, and that's what I did. The girl that came to Smoky Valley in 7th grade is gone. I think we have all changed for the better. The future isn't far off, and we may not be ready for it today, but we are getting there. Thanks to this place and my experiences here, I am more ready than I thought I would be. I've learned that we choose our own paths. Our values and our actions, they define who we are. As scared as I am to be leaving here, I am ready. I'm excited to be going into high school and starting a new chapter in my life.